Hey, Avo.
What's up, Red? How you doing?
Yo, doing well. Hi folks. We just enjoyed episode 4, and it was a banger. Well done, Soup again.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah, super great episode. Pretty chill, you know. We had the event and then we had the banning, or not the banning, but the elimination, and that was spicy. So, what was what was one of our favorite games? What was the game? Can you explain the game,
yeah,
Michael?
it's Gil Guesser. You're shown an image of a location, and you have to find out where it is. And there's 15 people left at this point, and they're all split up into 5 teams of 3 each. And there's like a point thing, but yeah. Anyway, the team that wins it is it's solo mission settled and Hootie.
Hootie.
Yeah, and Hootie chose well because he won the banning last episode, and he got to choose the team. So good on him for making a team that wins the whole thing. That's well done.
Yeah, and they named their name the Tribunal, and the Tribunal is the people who win the banning. So it was pretty ballsy, pretty cocky to do it. And
So
they ended up,
cocky.
yeah, and they ended up beating the second place team, Escape, Framed, and Roydy, by 1 point, which is absolutely insane. So that was pretty fun.
Yeah, I
Uh,
totally agree. Just by one crazy, and
yeah,
yeah. So they go into the tribunal and decide together who's they're gonna put in. They start talking about the farming crew. There's like 4 of these members that are super strong in the farming. It's Mr. Mammal, Rody, maybe Foe, and West Ham maybe might be them.
hmm
But
I'm not
they
sure.
decide to put in Rody because he is so strong, and they're like, all right, settled, it's gonna happen. But what happens, Avo?
Yeah, so so first, Hootie votes Roydy as planned, and then Solo, he's voting second, and he's like, "Oh, I don't want to like have bad blood on by voting in a farmer because they're kind of strong." So Solo doesn't want the heat, so he's like, "Oh, I'll just vote in Eviescape because he said I could vote on him on the third vote as like a throwaway vote." Um, but then Settled was like, "What the heck?" I'm like, "I'm not gonna let you get away with like not voting in the person we say we're gonna vote and getting the heat." So he was like, all right, we're voting Eviescape. So Eviescape got voted in, even though they did not plan for it, which was absolutely crazy. Um,
So crazy.
yeah,
Yeah, I think it was a big mistake on Solo's part.
yeah, it feels bad because I was like, oh, we love Solo, but I mean, you know, he's an agent of chaos, and he was that was pretty chaotic. But he's like, yeah, and at the end, Settled was like, oh yeah, like, or Solo was like, yeah, I think me and Settled bonded because we like put in Eviescape, and then Settled was like, no, like I can't trust Solo. So kind of backfired a little bit, but you know, I mean, who knows? Maybe this will be the season for him.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Yeah, he lost one of his allies. Like they were tight, Eviescape and Solo.
Yeah,
So
yeah, they're like
he
homies.
boots off his best ally.
Insane, dude. Insane.
Insane. So
Yeah, because he could have just
yeah,
done it someone else, you know.
yeah,
But yeah, go
definitely.
ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, definitely he could have done someone else. So yeah, Eviescape is chosen, and Eviescape knows who he is fighting against immediately. He announces the name Framed, and supposedly Framed and Eviescape have this rivalry going back for a long time. Um, but yeah, it was a good battle. They played a game called basically,
Unique bank spa
yeah, find
thing.
unique items. Yeah, you want to
Yeah,
talk
put
about
them
it?
in your bank.
Yeah,
Yeah, basically they have like I don't know how much time they had actually, but
10 minutes.
they find unique items on like a new account, and they have 4 stamina potions, and basically the most unique items that they have inside their bank is the winner. Um, and yeah, so it's funny because Eviescape talks up such a big game. He's like, "Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna lose this," and then he ends up losing by I think like 1 or 2 or like 4
Yeah,
or three
three items.
slots
Yeah,
compared to Frame.
yeah.
Um, so that was a wild twist.
I know. Yeah.
Because based on like just the talking, I think we both thought that Evie was going to win.
Right.
Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
I totally agree. Yeah, the way that Soup put together all the clips, it made it seem like Frame was gonna lose, but yeah, well done, Framed. Yeah.
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 He did a good job.
Yeah, he had the best strategy. So yeah, so and then yeah, I think we talked about it all. Yeah, Solo might have lost his friendship with Settled. But yeah, we'll see. It's Settled again is just, he's beasting it. That I do not see him getting kicked out soon. So that would be wild for me.
Yeah, the only reason he'll get like maybe kicked out is he doesn't get tribunal and someone puts him in and then he votes on. But it's like if you're like get voted in, it's like I wouldn't want to pick on Settled because he's probably gonna beat you in the banning. So you would get voted out. So I think as long as he doesn't get voted in, I think he has a good shot.
Yeah.
But Bodhi even said it. He's like, "Yo, he's literally won like the last like 3 or 4." So
yeah, everyone he hasn't lost once.
Like, yeah, he hasn't lost.
He hasn't lost at all.
Yeah, that's actually insane. And apparently, in the last 3 seasons, this is his 3rd season in a row winning Gilligesser, which is pretty wild. So he's heating up. He's on fire.
Yeah, and he has Solo as his cannon fodder.
Yeah, exactly.
And now Solo thinks they're friends, but he's not friendly. Like he's gonna backstab Solo, potentially.
Yeah. But I mean, we'll see because I think before people thought Solo was the main guy, but I don't know. After this, I feel like freaking Settled is like top dog, at least like in our eyes, the viewers.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
Maybe there's more information for the players.
Totally. I wonder why or how Soup determines who votes first. Because that was interesting how
it played out.
Yeah. But
yeah, no, that is interesting. Yeah. Also one other thing, we also think Soup did, and obviously the players thought this too, but Soup did a really good job finding the locations for the Gielinor guesses, because it took like a second layer of thinking to find like an item to get to where Soup was for like 3 of them.
Totally.
So I think those are really fun.
Great stuff.
It's like, sure, maybe you know the area, but you don't necessarily know like the best way to get the items.
Right.
And so it's cool. It was a good team event.
Yeah. So it's always funny enjoyable. When you need like a candle and someone buys out all the candles.
You gotta love the griefing. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I love it. Well, thanks for joining us, everyone. This was a lot of fun making this. So yeah, we will see you on the next one.
Yes, see you on the next one.